hello. Welcome. Come in. This is Tamika's Den. I am Tamika. Get on in here, y'all. Get on in here. Kick off your shoes and relax your feet. You are now in the den. So, guys, this is my review recap. Allthequeensmen, Season 3, Episode 16, Checkmate. Baby, listen, y'all. We got daggone Trouble and Chance. We knew that it was going to be the freaking Black Rock boys. Dumb and Dumber, I don't care. Off with their heads. I'm tired of them. They had one too many chances. It ain't hard for me to choose. You could take one out. You could take two out. You could take both of them out. Get them the hell up out of my face. We had Carla coming up in here saying, baby, give me a couple thousand, all right? Give me a little change and I'll help you out. I'll hook you up. But we get Big D, Little D, Snitch D, Snoopy D, Nosy D. I got so much skills, D, that apparently is able to go ahead and follow them and save the damn day, or for him to get back on the VIP. And my whole thing is, Little D, Big D, Snitch D, since you got so much damn skills, baby, your daddy should have taught you how to squabble when he was teaching you how to do them other things, because you got knocked the hell out, okay? It went right on him the head and knocked your ass out. In the meantime, we got basically Child, Kenneth and Katrina sitting in a tree. Kissing. Detective Davis still was bringing her raggedy behind around. I said she was going to be knocking, okay, on that window pane. She was going to come back around again. But, honey, it was an ulterior motive. Now, the question is, was that motive always there, or do we have that motive now? Because we feel like we ain't got nothing else. Either way, we trying to put on, this shirt, baby, get it tested that we say got blood on it, where we could lead it back to Tina Fisk. And I know damn well Doc got more sense than to still have a damn bloody ass shirt laying around that should have been burned and thrown in the damn garbage from a long time ago, okay? Somebody else should have had more damn sense and knew that they could not play in Madam Face was Tandy, baby, because she had to go on over there and remind her and let her know, since you out here taking out people, yes, baby, we do know that you took your freaking husband out. We got the video, okay? You could go ahead and take out D.A. Rose too, because I ain't got time for you. And we also don't got time for these messages that Cartier keeps sending over to freaking Frigo. Okay, we done told him to go ahead and check and go through the police records the same way he did with the hospital records. And we say, bring it. We ready for this war to be over and done with. Madam ready, I'm ready, you ready, we all damn ready. We want to take out your damn daddy. We want to take out your father-in-law and anybody else who want to get in the way. Everybody can get it, okay? We got time today. Let's go ahead, y'all, get into this episode, break it on down, take it from the top. You know how we do. So we picked right back up where we left off, y'all, right? They all outside and they trying to figure out what the hell just happened. Like a white van just came up and snatched somebody up, and Midnight is like, damn, I'm always the one that seems to be outside when stuff like this go down. What the hell is going on, right? And so, of course, they all want to talk about, did you see the license plate where you could be the one to go on inside and tell Madam and him and, Face just walk away. So he go inside to let Madam know, and she's like, you gotta be kidding me. At first, when he come inside to tell her, she's like, don't tell me your damn car done blew up now. And he's like, nah, my car is good or whatever, right? But Chance and Champ and freaking Trouble done behinds did get picked up by some white van, and I just saw that it had some type of graffiti in the back. So when he's leaving to come back out, he's seeing that Doc is still standing there. And he's like, what the hell you still standing here for? You was worried that somebody was going to snatch me up. And of course, Doc is like, yeah, ain't nobody dumb enough to snatch your ass up. And he was like, yeah, I'm glad you know it. So he was like, so what was you still standing here for? And Doc basically wanted to know, like, why did you snitch? Okay, a.k.a. Tattletale, whatever name you want to put on it. Why did you go and tell Madam what the hell was going on between me and the detective? All I was doing was what Madam was asking me to do. But he was like, nah, you was real cozy with homegirl. I'm watching you with my own two eyes walking through the damn parking lot, and you over here holding hands with her. I ain't never seen you holding no hands. So you got to come on and, come back to reality and realize you may be getting into this too deep and getting feelings for her. And he's like, nah, I wasn't holding no hands with her. You bugging. He like, nah, you bugging. I saw it, with my eyes. So he like, well, either way, that don't make no difference, because Madam already said, it's dead. He said, you act like I was around here doing skip to my loo or something. He said, well, if Madam said it's, dead, then You ain't got nothing else to worry about, and you won't be skipping nowhere. And they both basically just, you know what I'm saying, go ahead and walk off. So now, you know, Madam is like, shit, every minute, every time I turn around, there's something else or whatever, right? But all right, I'm going to handle it. Thanks for letting me know. She's, you know, he's supposed to look to see if they could come up with anything from the make of the van and the graffiti to figure out and narrow it down who exactly would it have been that would have taken Trouble and Chance. So in the meantime, you got, you know, Face coming home. Now, this didn't go the way that I thought it was. You know, we just walking in all casual and shit, and we saying, what the hell is D.A. Rose doing here? And she like, I could ask the same damn thing, what he doing here? So Tandy like, don't worry about it, it's cool, it's all good. And she's basically like, you know, she's getting ready to leave anyway. And D.A. Rose was like, can you walk me out? She was like, yeah, sure, I'm gonna walk you to the door. So when they get by the door, she like, well, is Madam sending over, you know what I'm saying, the D for you? I know about you and your little pleasantries that you like to do on the side. And she's like, girl, no, like, you think that's all it would take is to buy me, is to send over a damn dancer? Like, I got it under control and I'm pretty much doing my own thing. She's like, are you trying to insinuate that Madam would be paying me off, you know what I'm saying, with the D? And she's like, oh, I'm not trying to insinuate anything, I'm just asking. And she's like, yeah, no, it's not that type of situation. You ain't got nothing to worry about and I got it all under control. So D.A. Rose is like, okay, I'm gonna take your word from it or whatever, you know, word for it or whatever, because she basically was trying to say Madam sent him over as a gift. And that, you know, she knows that stuff like that do be her weakness. And she was like, nah, girl, you're gonna have to come a little bit harder than that to use it as political favor. So when she's leaving, you know, Face is basically like, yo, what was that about? What's up with that? And she's telling him, don't worry about it. And, you know, he's like, you know, Madam wouldn't like you talking with her. And she's talking about, well, she's my friend. Madam can't, you know, control us. I said, girl, can she? You just finished acting like you understood when she just was talking to you at the club. Now you want to act brand new and face. So he actually kind of like changed his demeanor and face. And she was like, oh, come on, don't be like that. She was like, here, I got something for you. And then he's cheesing from ear to ear like, yo, what the hell is this? And, you know, all she had to do was throw him a little Rolex to him to start smiling. But, you know, why Tandy wouldn't think that he still was going to go and tell Madam something, I have no clue. Like, if this was supposed to just, you know, shut him up, she talking about something, I know how to put a smile on your face, got a little gift for you. Of course, he happy and he going to take that. He ain't going to turn it down, but he also going to let Madam know what time it is. Now, we see Trouble and Champ over here tied up in these damn chairs, and they talking about, I didn't know it was going to be the Black Rock Boys, and this was one of your damn ideas. And he was like, nah, this was your idea. I just wanted to hit a corner. You talking about we needed something bigger. And she's like, I didn't know it was going to be the Black Rock Boys. So she telling him, no matter what, you know, don't tell them where the money is, because if you just tell them where it is, then they going to take us out and be done with it. And he like, I don't know how long I could hold on, you know, hold out with that. And she was like, whatever you do, keep your mouth shut. You know, he said, well, what if they end up torturing us? And she said, it ain't no if, they will torture us, but no matter what, don't say nothing. And I don't know how this is the first time, but for the first time, it seems like Trouble's kind of looking at him like, damn, you really can't hold water, you know what I'm saying? You'll be quick to run your damn mouth type of thing. Like, oh, you crying over there because they say they're going to take her first, and we see her come back all bloody and beat up or whatever. I would have liked to see them smacking her around. I'm sorry, but I would. I'm over it now, y'all. And then we see him looking like he got roughed up or whatever, and he over here, I can't take no more. I don't know what I'm going to do. I want to call my mommy, woo, woo, woo. And she's like, I know damn well you ain't freaking crying. And it's like, yeah, he already proved he ain't about this life, and he really can't handle stuff just based off of how he handled the whole situation with Rayshawn and telling on him in 2.5 seconds. And on top of that, like he said, I just wanted to go to a corner person. So he wasn't about that life, and he wasn't about making no real investigations into who y'all was going to be taking this money for. So y'all both deserve what y'all get, in my opinion. It just don't make no damn sense. So anyway, over where Madam is at, of course, we got Tommy trying to bring her breakfast, and her typical self saying, I don't want no breakfast, I'm not hungry. He like, you need your nutriments, at least take some juice. And she like, all right, bring me the damn juice. And she ends up getting a call from, midnight, where he's just still trying to update her like we really don't have nothing, but it sounds like it's some gang thing and we still looking into the van and all that. And she's like, all right, well, the more info you find or any other info you find, let me know. And then she like, Tommy, where the hell is my damn juice? Okay, she just was telling him to hit her back, and he's like, I got you. So all of a sudden, child, not surprising to anybody, Detective David's still knocking at this door. And he like, girl, what the hell do you want? Why are you back over here? Madam already said that, we can't be together. She like, is this about Madam? Hell yeah, it's about Madam. And she like, yeah, she spoke to me too. So she was like, for real, Doc, she really got that much control. You scared of her like that? Madam doesn't run us or whatever. And he's like, yeah, well, you could say she don't run you, but she runs a big portion of my pocket, and I'm gonna listen to her. If she say that it's a dead situation, it's a dead situation. So she like, well then, hey, let's call it one more time for the roll. And he like, yo, you wild, you crazy girl or whatever, right? And she like, come on now, for closure. And he like, for closure? She like, yeah. She was like, you want it. And he like, yeah, I don't know about all that. I'm good, trying to act hard. But then he was like, well, you a little bit right. I'm saying I could take a little something, okay? And she was like, yeah, I know that you can. And I'm saying, I know that I do. So then we all kissing and all intimate about it, and I'm just like, count your damn days, y'all. So we get over here to Fuego. He coming out the shower, and he start noticing these messages coming up on the screen again, and he like, damn, I thought I got rid of this. Like, what the hell do y'all want? I'm not gonna sit here shooting the damn breeze with y'all all day. Get to the damn point. What are you trying to say? And he's like, well, since I can't get in Madam, or whoever this is typing, whatever, we figuring this concierge is saying, since I can't get in touch with Madam, I want to send a message through you. And at first, Fuego was like, man, I ain't gonna be going back and forth with no damn messages and doing your dirty work. And he was like, well, you better do it, because it basically could be something that would affect her and you. So then he's like, okay, well, what's the message? Basically, the message is, we tired, the war's on, we coming for you. You're gonna lose everything. You're gonna fail real hard like you never have before in your damn life. And before, he can finish getting it, it's like the computer's over here glitching or whatever. Laptop is over here glitching, and he's like, what the hell? And then he just closes it, and he's like, damn, looks like I'm gonna need a damn new laptop too, child. So, whatever. Now, in the meantime, here come Big D. Peekaboo, I see you. Okay, he all of a sudden, like I said, was able to find Trouble and Chance. I guess he done came and followed the damn van and was watching them the whole time, since he was busy creeping and watching them. And I'm assuming he gonna want to get, well, he probably wouldn't get none of the damn money, because they gonna have to get that money back, and one of them gonna be losing their damn heads anyway, now that I think about it. But, he looking for the fact that it could benefit him, of course, with him getting them out of there. And he's like, hey, y'all, like, how many of them is it down there? How many did you see? And are they there now? And when was the last time they came and checked on you? And they asking, like, how the hell you found us? And, here go freaking, Champ again. Man, please get me out of here. Come and loose me now. I don't know. It was about a half an hour ago. And please don't leave me. Man, hurry up. Help me. And he like, boy, shut the hell up. Like, it's going to take me a minute. You got to be patient. But I promise you I'll be right back, because I got to see what's going on with them, so that all of us don't get taken out of here. So he's basically saying that he's going to be the one to help them get out, right? Now, in the meantime, Ian bring his behind over here to Don with some roses. He's like, Babyface admitted that it wasn't me, and I didn't have nothing to do with it. Like, you still gonna be mad? You still not gonna speak to me? And she's basically like, no, I'm not. Okay, I didn't stutter. I didn't, I made myself clear. I said what I said. I don't want nothing to be, I don't want to be bothered with you. So he like, okay, well, at least they'll take the roses. I got these for you or whatever, and take them as a gesture of our friendship. And she's still saying, nope, I don't want your flowers. I don't want you. I don't want nothing from you. I made myself clear. And he's like, Dom, I got them for you. She's like, you in my way. Can you please get out of my way? And he's telling her that she's in his heart. And she was like, just go wherever the hell you going. I don't want nothing to do with you. And he was like, yo, I'm tired of coming behind you, apologizing to you and stuff like that, begging you. He was like, I'm trying to let you know that, I'm real with this, and that I didn't do any of these things that you accusing me of or whatever. And you just keep slamming the door and which way I come or whatever, right? Are you serious right now? And she's like, yes, I am serious. Can you get out of my way? Can you get away from my damn damn car. So he was like, oh, you feel that way so you could go somewhere with that long-haired country dude or whatever. And she's like, you're ridiculous. And then he's over here, no, damn, Dom, please, 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 you know, you're going to regret this later. You're going to end up hurting yourself by doing this or whatever. And she just basically like, get out my way and drive off in her damn Jeep. And he ended up throwing the damn flowers on the ground. And honestly, I'm tired of him chasing her. I wish he would stop. And I'm tired of hearing her mouth. Dom annoys me every time she on the screen now. Meantime, Carla brought herself down here to the club. She come walking in. I'm sorry, but it always cracks me up with the interaction she be having with Blue. Blue already got, you know what I'm saying, her hammer up ready. And she like, girl, calm the hell down. Y'all be always ready to, you know what I'm saying, pop off quick. She like, girl, I'm trying to come in here and help you. I got some information that I think could be useful to you. And Madam is like, what the hell is it? You know, tells Blue to put her hand down and is like, what's going on? Why the hell are you here, Carla? So she's basically like, word on the street is that two of your dancers got taken. And she like, oh, that's the word on the street. She like, it sure is. She was like, and you're coming in here to tell me why. She said, because it's the Black Rock boys that got them. And then Madam is like, what? Oh, so it's so funny that, you know, you all of a sudden know this. And, you know, you seem to know everything. This is a whole 180 for you. So what do you want? And she said, well, she's a woman of her word. And she's doing what Daddy would want her to do. So she's basically like, you know, I told you I got you. And Madam is like, is that what you doing? And she was like, yeah, it is. So she tells her, you know, what the hell do you want for this info that you got? And she said, well, I was thinking that one hand washes the other. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. If I'm helping you and I'm bringing you the info, then, you know what I mean, you could do something for me in return. So, of course, Madam is like, and what is that? And she's like, a few $1,000s. She said, a few? Get specific. What the hell is a few, girl? Because to me, a few is like $2,000. So here go Carla. Well, I was thinking about, you know, maybe like at least 5. And she said, well, then you should have been specific and you should have said that. You didn't say that. So therefore, I'll tell you what, you would get 2 if you are saying that, you know, you could bring back my dancers unharmed and with nothing wrong, whatever the case may be. So she's like, okay, cool, I got you. I could do that, no problem. She was like, all right, get to it. You know what I'm saying? We'll see how you do that. So she's like, you know, you showed yourself in, show yourself out. I said, okay, Carla, let's see what you gonna do, girl. You know, and of course, Madam is like, oh, that daggone bitch. She get on my damn nerves, okay? And Blue is like, you're not gonna trust her. And she's like, you know me better than that. Why you even asking me that damn question? So now, you know, Doc was over here all rubbing and kissing on damn, you know, freaking, Detective Davis' shoulder. And then she was like, you know, when we first started getting it in, you never even used to kiss on me. And I think it kind of made him snap to reality. And then he was like, yeah, you better get ready to get up out of here. So she's like, oh, come on, you don't have to stop. It felt good or whatever. And he was like, nah, this actually has to be it. So, of course, she's still trying to beat him in his head. Like, you serious? You really do want this to be it? And he was like, yeah, we gonna have to call it a day. He was like, I wouldn't put nothing past Madam. Because she was like, you right. You never know. She could end up having me followed. And he was like, yeah, don't be surprised if somebody, you know what I'm saying, run up on you. So she was like, all right, you know, I'm going to call it a day or whatever. You know, we don't have to let it in, you know, in here, though. I am a detective and I know how to sneak around really good. And he's like, yeah, I get that, but you don't really want to take no chances with that, right? I think that this should be the end of it. So he was like, you know, Detective Davis. And she was like, Katrina. And then, you know, he looking like he getting a little soft in the eyes. And she like, Kenneth, you know, and giving him that last little supposed goodbye kiss or whatever, right? And saying she gonna get up out of here and, you know, I will probably see you around. I say, yeah, okay, girl. Bye. Now, we basically get Frago coming in and talking to Madam and giving her the update of what the message said. And she's like, okay. So she's, you know, he's asking her, like, that doesn't bother you? You're not scared? She was like, hell no, I'm not scared. Doesn't nothing scare me. And he said, well, you know, having somebody that you don't know that's basically a keyboard warrior and hiding behind the screen and, you know, sending out threats, it would come off like it's empty threats or whatever. And she was like, exactly. She said, but I do need you to do something else for me. And he was like, what? So, of course, she want him to go ahead and hack into the prison the same way that he did with the hospital, but she wants him to get whatever information was coming from DA Rose and Casanova. And so he's like, the present, like if that's like a little bit more extra for him or whatever, right? But he says, okay, I got you. I'm going to do it. Because she was like, listen, you already in it now and you already was doing it. So I don't see what the difference is. So he said, well, how far back do you want me to go? And she basically was like, all of it, and she told him she was glad that he listened and glad that he came and brought her the information. He doing what he's supposed to do as far as that goes. So she will make sure that she would look out, for him. As a matter of fact, she said between Detective Davis and Casanova. So she ain't dumb. She's on all of these people's heads. She watching everything they doing, even though they swearing they ahead of her, right? So he told her he got her, he would handle it, and as soon as he has all the information for it, she's gonna have it. And she was like, okay, cool, that's what I like to hear, and he went ahead and left. Now at this point, we have Baby D, okay, Little D, Big D, Annoying D, Snitch D, Ear Hustling D, supposedly got the skills D, Bring in Trouble and Champ, right? And she like, Blue looking like, where the hell you found these two damn clowns? Or how the hell you get them? Because we over here thinking Carl about to bring them in, child. Carl the lost in the damn source. So he's like, I got my ways, and can you tell madam that I found them and I thought that I would bring him here, and they looking all busted and moving all slow or whatever the case may be. And she like, I think she would want to hear from, you herself. So he says, okay, excuse me, and he goes to go back there. And Blue ends up telling Trouble and Chance, like, y'all need to go ahead and take y'all behinds home. Why the hell did y'all even come into work? And they like, well, we didn't want to get in more trouble. At this point, chick, trust me, y'all in more trouble. The last thing y'all need to be worried about is work. And when they walking away, she just like, them damn stupid kids. So they scared to go home because they feel like they would go right back and find them there. So she told them, well, get out, from out here so that when customers is coming in, they don't see you go in the back. And as soon as they can, they'll have Tommy take them to a safe place. I said, child, I wouldn't even take them nowhere safe. I'm so over them. So meanwhile, Big Z go ahead and knock at Madam's door, and she's like, oh, what are you doing here? Why are you coming in? And he was like, Blue said that you might want to see me. And she's like, why is that? And he said, because I brought back in Trouble and Champ. And she like, you brought them back? And she said, well, this is interesting. How the hell you ended up with them? I used my skills to get there or whatever. So she like, and what skills is that? Oh, well, remember how I said that I got away with stuff with Casanova back in the days? And she like, okay, yeah, I remember that. And he was like, yeah, because I had a certain skill set and I used to be inside the drug game or whatever with my family and my dad and whatever the case may be. And my dad taught me how to hunt. He taught me how to take people out. He taught me how to survive and all of this. And she's like, okay, so how many of the Black Rock boys did you take out? Oh, no, I didn't take out anybody. She like, so you didn't take out anybody. You got Trouble and Chance and you got back here when not a scratch on you. And he said, yeah, because I didn't want anything to come back on you or whatever. So of course now she talking about, oh, I could use a person with your skill set or whatever. And he's like, hey, I like to hear that, and anything you need me to do, I would be able to do it. And she said, well, how is it that you got out of the game or whatever, or what made you get out? She was like, because you was over here snitching and working with Casanova and not minding being an informant and taking him information. And he was like, no, madam, that's not what it was at all. I'm sorry, but I beg to differ. I disagree with you on that, because he said nothing he ever told ever supposedly got anybody taken in or anything like that. He just benefited off of it financially. So she like, okay, I see you or whatever, right? So he's talking about how his southern hospitality will definitely come in handy for her. And she's like laughing or whatever, saying that's cute. And she like that. So she tell him that he's bumped up to VIP again. And of course he happy like, thank you, madam. I'm sorry, but I still don't trust Dirty D, Little D, Big D. I don't give a damn. I don't trust him. I'm still giving him, the side eye. He over here talking about how he knew how to smuggle and do all this stuff. I felt like he just was using a whole bunch of damn words and it still wasn't making freaking sense. And yeah, so, but we shall see. I know madam ain't no fool. Now, she came out and checked the guys. She said they was looking good, and she also let them know that, of course, there's a new dancer joining back with them and brought in, Big D, Little D, and of course, amping them is like, what the hell, mostly him and Face Frago telling him welcome back, and she telling them to treat, you know what I'm saying, him good. And they like, okay. And they said, well, you know, just make sure when you get on that stage, you be doing all the dances the way you supposed to or whatever, right? And he's saying he got them. But then, you know, he also came out his face and was saying to Amp, like, you know, what's up with you or whatever. And Amp was like telling him, get the hell up out his face or whatever, right? Or what the hell he trying to be all up on him for. And he was like, oh no, I'm trying to be up on Dom. So obviously it's like he gonna keep poking the bear with Amp and wanting to say something, but then be like, oh, I'm joking. And I'm annoyed with it. And I'm annoyed with Amp always giving him a reaction every single time he says something too. Like, I wouldn't even give him that, because now he feels like he knows how to get under your skin and what's gonna make you get mad, you know what I'm saying, to begin with. So they gotta sit there and break them up. Now when Madam come out, you know, Face is out there drinking, and he does put her on to the fact that D.A. Rose was there with Tandy, and she like, and what the hell was they talking about? She like, okay, I'm gonna look into that and tell him his damn knee is thinking that he need to go ahead and wipe that damn nicotine off of it, okay? So she tells, you know, Blue that she gonna be getting ready to head over to Tandy's and check and talk with her for a minute or whatever. And Blue is like, you know, do you need me to go with you? She like, no. So we see Detective Davis in the car in the cut, and I'm like, Detective Davis, what you doing? What's going on, girl? Who you over here with? We keep seeing her smelling on this damn shirt, and I'm like, wait, I know she ain't take one of Doc's shirts, and she want to be just reminiscing and smelling on it. Like, was this a ulterior motive the whole damn time? So she calls up somebody. We don't know who the other person is that she's calling, but she's saying to them, yeah, I got it. It took me a real long time to get it or whatever. I was trying to check all through the house, and the only times that I would really have to check is when he would go in the shower, and then I would have to try to be real fast, and it was hard or whatever the case may be. But this is gonna be the, you know, proof that we need to get what we want and get to where we need to get to. And this is going to help me be able to get back on the force and get my damn job back and prove that I really am, you know, a good detective or whatever, right? And that she going to send it over for it to get a final test, and she's pretty sure that it's going to come up with Tina Frisk's blood. I said, I know you freaking lying. So I'm like, Detective Davis, this is what you was looking for the whole time. Is it that this was always your game plan? Or is it that because you got made to feel stupid with Madam and everything, and we know you do still want your damn job back, and we know you mad at Casanova and D.A. Rose, this is another way for you to get in that you feel like you would get your job back? Like, was this always the plan, or did this become the plan because of the situation? I guess that's what I'm trying to ask, because either way, we know that she wouldn't be able to be fully trusted, and that she was always going to look out for her best interest. And I would think that she would want revenge on Casanova and D.A. Rose as well, since they the two that basically played her and made her look stupid, and was, you know, saying they was going to kick her out and that they had all this evidence on her. But she was like, now she would be able to use this evidence to take this bitch down, and she gonna end Madam forever and be able to get back into the good graces of the department. I'm like, okay, girl, I was expecting a car to come by and swipe her ass out. I'm serious. I said, if one thing don't get you taken out, the other one will, because we already know you're not going to make it with this. In the meantime, before Madam could leave to go see Tandy, Carla had came back in and was like, I heard you got, you know, your two dancers back. And Madam is like, yeah, and it was no thanks to you. She said, well, you never said specifically who or how they had to get back. You just said they had to get back. And the fact is that I still brought you all the info or whatever the case may be. And Madam's like, yeah, no, we ain't gonna sit here doing the technicality thing. You said you was gonna be able to get them back, and you didn't. So she's like, well, anyway, that's neither here nor there. Yeah, you work with the Black Rock Boys, and you know, you run the streets and all of that, but you know damn well that they gonna need something to be basically shown or whatever, you know, and they want one of them to go. And at first, Madam was trying to be like, you know, they don't tell me who has to go, but she was like, come on, let's think about this. They're not gonna just get to take somebody's money, because they was like, they want their money back. And Madam was like, well, they gonna get their money back, because when they stole from them, they stole from me. That's just common sense or whatever. She said, yeah, but not only do they want their money back, you got a day to get, you know, the money back, and you also basically got to take one of them out. Both of them cannot walk up out of here. That's the deal or whatever, right? And so she like, of course you still gonna give me my money or whatever, I still deserve it. And she like, no, because you didn't freaking, get them. Mind you, Tommy was trying to block her when she first was getting, and she telling Tommy to get the hell out of her way. And then Blue want to say, do I need to explain to you what a technicality is? And she was like, girl, do I need to explain to you what an ass whipping is? She talking about some, call me a genie, bitch, I'll give you your wish. I'll be loving these different little clackbacks they be having at each other. But nonetheless, she like, come on, you still supposed to give me my money, because I still brought back a message from the Rock Boys. And Madam wasn't trying to hear that. She was like, girl, you ain't getting shit. Is there anything else? That's all you came to say? And then when, she started saying that one of them had to go, Madam was like, shit, she did have to think about it for a minute, and Blue was looking or whatever. And she was like, yeah, that's how it runs. Like, the streets is gonna be talking if nobody don't end up paying for this. The streets is still the streets, and regardless of what or whatever. And if they find out two rumstrakers was able to do this and nobody didn't pay for it, that's gonna be a wrap for them or whatever. Your business would be in jeopardy. And so once she said that, and Madam was like, shit, she was like, yep. She said, shit is right and shit is real. I said, damn, okay. So she was like, I tried to handle for you. And then Madam was like, but you didn't. So she said, well, I knew your raggedy ass wasn't going to end up giving me the money any damn way. You was going to use whatever as an excuse. So, call and end up walking out. Now, of course, Dom had called up the dancers to dance, child, and we danced and everything is cool for 2.5 seconds, baby. And then all of a sudden, I don't know why, but Little D want to jump in front of Amp Way, and baby, as soon as he did, he got knocked the hell out, okay? Frago ended up having to hold him up here over here, jacked up on the damn stage. We know Madam gonna be pissed about that, and everybody was basically screaming. So, we have Madam come over to Sandy house, and she's like, girl, why am I hearing that D.A. Rose was still at your house again? And she's like, oh, who told you that? Face, she like, it don't matter who told me. She said, I told you we was friends for a long time, and you don't have to worry about it. I can handle this. She's like, I can explain. And she said, but I specifically already told you that you not to speak to her, so it's nothing for you to explain. And she said, I know you can handle it. As a matter of fact, since you know what I'm thinking and you know how I want things handled, then let's make it real easy, real simple, real clear, because she been running around telling people that she own you and she run you, and you gonna do what she gonna sell you to do, and here goes Sandy talking about that's not true or whatever. So Madam was like, you know what, since you good at taking out people and you already took out your damn husband, then you could go ahead and take out her. You would be the perfect person to figure out how to get her up out of here, because I want her eliminated. And she like, don't play coy with me, girl. Okay, don't get cute. Like, I got the video, I saw the video, and Sandy over here talking about somehow. She said, I saw what you did with that damn pillow. She's like, don't worry about how, just really worry about how the heck you gonna do what you got to do to your husband. She said, because what I want to know is how you felt so comfortable to go in there and take him out or whatever, and then let the innocent kid that you two basically ard and sodomized, take the fall for it. That's the bigger question. So, how could you do that? And, Sandy didn't have nothing to say to that. And she was like, well, I'm sure we could work something out. I promise. And Madam was like, work something out, baby. We just did. I just told you what happened. D.A. Rose comes down, you become mayor, and that's what it is. Like, that's how we handle it. It's all worked out, oh baby, see? And Madam, basically just went walking off after that, child. I said, and yeah, Sandy, let's see what you gonna do with that, boo. You really thought you was doing something. So Madam driving along, and she getting this call, and she talking about, Daddy, how's Island life? How you doing? How's it treating you? And the next thing you know, we see Daddy with freaking taped up with a damn hammer to his head, and Madam is screaming. I said, not this again, child. Now they done found Daddy at the damn island. They said, we know you not dead. We got your daddy. Oh, now we back to that again, y'all. What y'all think gonna happen? What y'all think is going on? Put it in the comments, y'all. Let me know what you thought about this episode, what you liked, what you didn't like, all that good stuff. Give me a wave. Let me know you came by. put some flames up in the sky. Like, comment, share, subscribe if you so inclined. Till next time, y'all. Toodaloo.